Hi everyone. The previous tutorials we discussed about variables, we discussed about data types, and we also discussed about collections in Apex. In this and a few more videos, we are going to discuss some different topics which are there in Apex. So in this video, we are going to get started with constants in Apex. What is a constant? A constant is a variable whose value cannot be updated after initialization. Constants are defined in Apex using the final keyword. Okay. So these two are the main things here, that first of all, the constants cannot be updated once it's initialized. And the second thing is the constants are defined using the final keyword. Now let's see how we can define a constant in Apex. For now, I'm going to remove this final keyword. And let's say we have a variable. So this is the data type. This is the variable name, which is pi. And the value of pi is 3.14. Okay. So I have defined a decimal variable here. And then I am saying value of pi decimal constant is the value of this particular variable. Then I'm changing this variable to 2.45. Okay. And again, I'm saying value of pi decimal constant is the value of variable. So what I can do, I can execute this code and let's see how it works. If you see now, I have two debugs here. The first one is saying value of pi decimal constant is 3.14, and the second one is saying value of pi decimal constant is 2.45. So if you see, it is just a normal variable, like the variable had a value 3.14 first of all, and then I updated the value to 2.45, so it is displaying me the new value right here. Now, how can we convert this variable into a constant? As we discussed before, we can convert the variable into a constant by using the final keyword. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to say final decimal, and then the rest of the things will remain the same. So what I'm saying here final decimal pi is equal to 3.14, and I'm displaying the value of pi here, and then I'm updating the value to 2.45, and then I'm displaying the value again right here. First of all, let's execute the code till here. So if you see, till now the code is working perfectly fine. So it is saying the value of pi decimal constant is 3.14. Now I'm going to execute the whole code from here till here. So if you see what's happening this time, the code till here is executed successfully. So I'm getting value of pi decimal constant is 3.14. After that, when I'm assigning a new value to this pi constant, I'm getting an error. And the error is saying System.FinalException, final variable has already been initialized. This means that this variable which I have defined right here is a final variable and it has already been initialized, so it cannot be initialized again. So this is not possible. So I'm getting the exception which is saying final variable has already been initialized. This is how you can define a constant in Apex. Because as we know, what is a constant? It is a variable whose value cannot be updated after initialization. This means that it can only be initialized once. Once you have provided the value to this variable, then you cannot update the value of this particular variable. This is not allowed. So we call such variable as a constant. So I hope you understood what is a constant. And whenever we define constants in our code, in general, we use capital letters, or I can say we use uppercase to define a constant. This makes it easier for any developer to understand that a variable which we have used right here in our code is actually a constant. That's all for this tutorial. I'll see you next time.